currently packing his bags and also packing our kids' stuff because he is going to leave to another state, all because I cheated on him with a mutual friend.
Be prepared to get triggered.
I had court again today because a new judge was assigned to the case. If you don't know, I get $3,700 of child support every month, and I use it on myself. I don't use it on my kids. The old judge that was assigned to our case was okay with me spending, the child support on myself because he clearly said it was just reimbursement for what I have been spending on my children. But the judge today was not having none of that and she completely took me off of child support, meaning I'm now getting $0 for my 7 kids.
Yeah, I remember this bum. If anyone remembers this bum, this is the food stamp bum. Yeah. And this is also the bum that mentioned that she would literally not do anything for her husband. Like, she wouldn't do any laundry or anything for her husband. She wouldn't prepare any meals. She pretty much expects her husband to provide for them, but she literally pretty much is unwilling to do anything in return. So I remember this idiot. I remember this bum. You guys have probably seen this bum around too.
I'm pretty sure it's in the name, ma'am. Child support, not ex-wife support.
Say that one more time.
What?
Why you wouldn't need a girlfriend?
Why I don't need a girlfriend? It's because you got enough personalities to be my wife, my girlfriend, my side chick, the psycho, and the side chick off the psycho.
Nice. Ooh, whoa. Are you saying I'm crazy?
I'm saying you're special.
His roast hits so hard, even she had to pause and ask if she's actually crazy. Now that's impact.
You available tonight? You want to go get something to drink or something to eat?
So I am, but I do have my friend with me, so she would be coming with us.
That's negative.
Yeah, hell no. Okay. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Absolutely not.
No, we don't do friends.
Okay.
This isn't girls' night, it's a date. Why is your friend tagging along like it's a buffet or something?
Super
Have you ever made a woman pay for herself on a date? You seem like the type that would do 50-50.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Yes or no?
No. I feel I'm the provider of the family.
You're the provider,
yeah,
so you have money.
Is that what you're here for?
No, I'm here for love, but I can never love a broke man.
Let's just rewind that fuckery. Can we rewind that fuckery?
I feel I'm the provider of the family.
You're the provider,
yeah,
so you have money.
Is that what you're here for?
No, I'm here for love, but I can never love a broke man. So everybody put your head down if you don't have money.
If more than half the guys raise their hands, the men may vote to replace the girl. I'll leave it on you guys.
And that's what happens when you get rejected.
Nothing unites men faster than spotting a walking red flag. Every hand went up with zero hesitation.
She has been upset ever since Trump banned men from women's sports. Tell him why.
Why?
Because I can't do the dishes anymore.
You piece of
When someone skips the comeback and goes straight to grabbing you, you know the joke definitely hit a nerve.
I want to talk about men.
We're awesome.
Why are you awesome?
Because we're simple. If you put 5 men in a room of every different religion, ethnicity, and age, the first thing that most men would do is try to find common ground.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your favorite food? What sports team do you watch? That's men. You put 5 women in a room of all ethnicities and all religions and all ages. And what they do is look at who the weakest one is and the strongest one is, and they pair up. And they go, do you believe her hair? Do you believe that purse she's wearing? Look at those heels. That had surgery.
Men bond through respect.
I think women would, in that situation, try to find common ground too. I think he was kind of taking it to extreme and just kind of making a joke. But guys can be snakes too. But like a lot of women don't really like each other like that. You know how if you go to like a woman's like Instagram profile or whatnot, and you tap on their little dusty photos and their little fake filtered and still look dusty photos, and you go through their little dusty comments. Pretty much, you just see a bunch of other dusties hyping each other up just only so the next time those Dusties that are hyping her up post a photo that they expect in return, I hyped you up, bitch, you gotta hype me up on my next photo. So they kind of have this like fake support group that like inflates their ego and their confidence and stuff. So it's pretty much, man, like 95% of a woman's life is pretty artificial. Most, not all.
On through mutual dislike, and it's usually for someone in their own group.
Tweet of the week?
Okay, let's do it.
Okay. It says, babe, I have to tell you something. The dude responds, what? She says, I cheated on you once. He said, me too. She responded, April 1st, laughing emoji. And he responded, July 18th. No, he was standing on business.
She baited a joke, he delivered a confession. Safe to say, it's not getting any easier from here.
Ask everyone to rate their own looks on a scale of 1 to 10. You can't pick 7.
We're all fucking 10s. Let me guess. We're all 10s, right? And let me guess. Every single girl at that table would believe they could do better than me. Yeah. And you, too. The person you're watching, yeah, you too. They'd all believe that too, right? So let's just hear this fuckery.
And starting with you, go ahead.
I would say, in my own head, I believe I'm a 10.
If you're a 10, 10 meaning no room for improvement, and makeup is meant to enhance and improve your looks. If you're a 10, why are you wearing makeup?
Because I feel like if you want to wear makeup, then you can. I mean, I'm also not wearing foundation.
All I hear is... First of all, you're already not a 10 because your teeth are not really up to par. They kind of are a little more spaced out than they should be. So I have to stop you right there and just automatically a septum piercing just puts you down 2 points.
Because your skin's going to break out regardlessly. It's part of life. Like, I'm not going to be like, oh my God, I need 1,000. I mean, even if I wanted to wear 1,000 layers, I would still think I'm a 10 then.
I'm not objecting to your wearing makeup, but if you are a 10, 10 means no room for improvement, then you would have no need for makeup.
Would it make you feel better if I said I'm a 9? So then I could because I never said there was no room for improvement.
Nope.
10, you said you were a 10. 10 means you're at the top.
Still don't feel good
There
about
is
that.
no room for improvement. You are at the top of the list. 1 out of 10. There's no going above 10. So you're at the peak.
Rate me.
I would give you a good 7.6.
But you should think he's a 10.
But in your head,
she said
but in your head, if you think you're a 10, I'd be like, power to you. Good job.
First of all, Andrew is not a 7. She was just being nice just to fulfill her delusions. Andrew's like a solid 5. I'd even beg to argue he might be just a little bit below average. I mean, not Andrew, fucking whatever the host's name is. Andrew's the actual guy that actually makes the show worth watching. That dude, that host, whatever his name is, he kind of sucks ass, to be honest, and he's average at best in looks.
If it takes an hour to look like yourself, maybe you're not who you think you are. Just saying.
Why is dating a single mother so hard?
Because they're ungrateful. I remember the last single mom girlfriend that I had. Her name was Jaleesa. Her daughter's name was Jaden. She was about 7 years old. I noticed that their big struggle is the morning. She's supposed to get up, brush her teeth, wash her face, get dressed, make her cereal. But like a typical 7-year-old, she wants to get up and walk around the house with the cover over her and just bullshitting around. Her and her mom would get into, what's the point of me being here if I can't solve problems? Jaden was obsessed with trolls. I take my black to Walmart. I get markers, block letters. After I order troll stickers specific, I say, this is what we're going to do. We're going to make you a big poster board that says Jaden's morning checklist. Every day you get up and do these things without your mama having to tell you this, you're going to get a sticker. Every 14 stickers you accumulate, I gotta buy you something. Mom wasn't even anywhere near impressed. She's just looking like, that happens on Thursday, right? I'm a waiter. I work Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I come over on Monday. Both of these little heifers is giving me attitude because I wasn't there during the weekend to put this together.
You gave time, effort, and patience, and she couldn't even give basic appreciation back? That says everything you need to know.
Like, what's been the biggest challenge you guys overcame together?
Outside noise. You don't want to have too many people, too many friends, too many distractions. I call them distractions. Or AKA outside noise. You don't want to have too much outside of that. You want to just focus on you and your relationship, and that alone, you need to focus on that. Don't listen to friends and family and that's going to steer you wrong because nobody's in your relationship. You have to focus on yourself and your partner and what makes each other happy. And I think with that, then you'll probably be able to go much further.
A lot of girls these days, they want to yap to their mom or yap to their friends about the situation that's going on at home. What would you tell those girls?
You can't do that. You can't do that. It's not healthy. Every little thing that happens, you can't run to a girlfriend or run to a friend and say, oh, can you imagine? You can't do that. A lot of things you need to keep personal, and you have to kind of like work it out with your partner. And if both parties are willing to have the same goal, then I think you guys both can like look toward progression and healing. When you're happy, then they're gonna be like, oh yeah, but remember he did, you can't have that. It's gonna make your relationship deteriorate. Everybody's not entitled to your time or your information. So you have to keep that with your partner. You have to have some kind of respect for your partner and not tell the world everything that's going on.
Some things are meant to be handled privately, but they'd rather collect opinions than solve problems.
Your question.
Well said.
So how many children do you have?
I don't have any children, but I am a cat mom. I have one cat, so I'm the cat lady. You don't like cats?
I can't stand cats. Yeah, I can't. I got a long time ago, I got scratched up by a cat.
You got PTSD.
Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry, but I cannot stand cats.
That's okay.
As far as like grooming animals, do you have any animals of your own?
I do. I have 2 cats.
Well, I can't do the cat.
Our man right here just doesn't mess with cats, like, at all.
Men will blame everybody but themselves for the fact that they can't find a quality woman.
Well, let's just breeze by.
Well, I mean, you know, touche, right? You know, to each his own, right? Sounds like, I don't know, a lot of women do that too, right? So I guess, let's continue to roll this beautiful bean footage.
The fact that for a lot of men that actually have standards, there certainly is a lack of quality women out there.
Like they'll say, feminism has ruined dating. No, it hasn't.
Well, toxic feminism that actually is only about disparaging men certainly has.
If you can't reach the bar that women have set for themselves, just say that.
And if someone doesn't understand that a lot of men actually have standards that a lot of women out there simply can't reach, just say that.
Because the first step to doing better is admitting that you have a problem.
Ooh, I think I see the problem.
So if you admit that you have a problem and you better yourself and you become a good enough person that you can reach those standards that women have set for themselves, then you won't have a problem anymore.
Yeah, one of the main problems is that a lot of women require men to be over 6 foot tall, have a 6-figure income, and spoil them like little princesses when they don't actually deserve it. Yeah, that's one of the problems.
It's not feminism that ruined it, it's you.
It's always the men's fault, isn't it?
Yeah, but honestly, this chick is probably just a grifter, bro. She probably has the same exact fucking beliefs, but it's just pretty easy for a chick to go against the grain, you know, act like they're rooting for men and on men's side, and then amass a huge following. Like, that's like probably the quickest lick like online that there possibly honestly is, outside of, you know, honestly, that's probably more effective than fucking OnlyFans. Because actually a lot of chicks are really out here selling their soul for pennies. They're not even making money. They're not even making money. There's only like 1% of OnlyFans content creators that are making real money. Like Sophie Rain type money. You know what I'm saying?
Problem is, it takes 2.
Healthy feminism built bridges. This toxic version builds walls and blames men when no one crosses.
What advice would you give the woman who was the right package but at the wrong address?
Who sent your over there?
Myself.
Alright. Realistically, if you ended up at the wrong address but you sent you over there, it wasn't the wrong address. You went over there on purpose. You need to figure out why you keep sending your package. Ain't nobody, I mean, you're an autonomous human being. You're a grown woman. You can't end up at no doorstep that you didn't walk to. So for you to get to the wrong doorstep, and then for you to know you ended up at the wrong doorstep, and still keep putting the stamps on that and handing it to the UPS man like, nah, I swear to God, this time.
But what's to say she the right package? Sometimes you are exactly where the you're supposed to be. Damn. When you are the right package and it's valuable, people gotta sign for it. You send that certified. Somebody gotta verify that it went to the right place. But if your package isn't as valuable to you, you don't secure it. You don't make sure that there's a co-signer for where it's supposed to go, right? And when you don't do that, that's how you end up at the wrong door.
If you really valued yourself, you wouldn't keep showing up in places where you're clearly not wanted. It's not about the address, really.
You know, and that's why I really do have the belief that a lot of women really like losers and like people who kind of treat them like shit. Because, you know, at the end of the day, man, the reason why good guys or nice guys finish last or whatnot, one, because I think that nice guy shit is kind of fake. And on top of that, I think it's pretty pathetic to be nice and ultimately kind of approach, like, you know, approach women with kind of like coming from a perspective of like just really only caring about what they want and then putting your needs last and stuff. If anything, you should just be your damn self. Always have you first, because you really all you got is you. And you should never pedestalize women. That's really what nice guys do. And at the end of the day, a lot of women realize that they don't. A lot of women know deep down inside, as much as they want to front and, you know, have their ego on the front face, that they know that they're not worth being pedestalized. You know, at the end of the day, they know they're just, what do you call it? A dime a dozen. Yeah. So, yeah, there's a side note,
You're in your 20s. Don't hook up with that person you shouldn't be hooking up with. Dating in your 20s is messy. Now is the time to give into the urges and desires so that later on you're not resenting yourself or...
You know, I can't really get too mad at this take. Let's keep rolling.
somebody else for it. You need to stop feeling bad for it. Who cares? We're all gonna laugh about it. We're all gonna die one day.
Make sure you sleep around in your 20s so you don't resent your no. This is not advice. This is a destructive mindset being pushed by broken women who want company in their dysfunction. That's like saying crash a few cars.
Yeah, but the thing is, bro, it's like, that's the world we live in, man. And honestly, you kind of coming at this holier than thou perspective, like women probably, I can tell you probably don't get too many women. At the end of the day, look, here's the thing. Guys would be doing this same shit. It's just a lot of guys don't have the fucking ability to. Okay? Let's focus up. Let's focus up again. A lot of guys don't have the fucking ability to do that. A lot of women actually, most women, pretty much practically all women have the ability to sleep with pretty much whoever they want. Doesn't mean that the guy really likes them, but they can sleep with guys that are way out of their league just because they have something called a vagina. So, with that said, this same guy, if he had those opportunities to do that, he would do the same shit. So quit acting like you're holier than thou.
While you're young, so you don't regret driving safe later. That doesn't make any sense. And I can't get over the...
Also, I do want to add, yeah, I mean, like, hooking up and stuff is just going to be a thing that happens. You're attracted to who you're attracted to. But really, they don't understand the damage the real regret of the damage that will cause. The resentment towards men, you know, all those chads that you chased that you just couldn't really lock down, you know, and then you start resenting men and you think that all men aren't shit because you only like this certain type of guy that you knew wasn't good for you, like you just said in the video. And then you hit, you know, your late 20s, 30, 32, boom, wall, chopped cheese. Now you're settling for this guy fucking talking on this video.
fact that she says this with so much pride, like being emotionally detached is a flex. Sleeping around like this does not make you more powerful. It actually makes you more numb. It rewires your brain to avoid real connection. And one day when you crave something real, love, trust, stability, your brain's not gonna know how to handle it because all it knows is temporary. A ton of people do this in their teenage years to their 20s and wonder why they have mental health issues. I did not choose to play that game. I took a different route.
Well, you don't have the ability to play that game. I'm sorry to break it to you, but he's one of those holier than thou individuals. I don't really like him. I don't really like that shit. He doesn't have the ability to do that. No women are just checking for this guy.
Did not sleep around.
Especially the way he talks. No,
not because I'm better than anybody, but because I wanted peace and real love. And I have that now. Oh, but we're all gonna die anyways. What does it matter? That's true. You're probably gonna die first though. So all I'm saying is this mindset is not bold, it's broken. You don't need more partners.
And don't get me wrong, I agree with what he's saying, but he's kind of coming at it from a perspective of older than now, and okay, maybe he has a long-term girlfriend. I'm curious to see what she looks like. She's probably not that attractive just based on really this guy's overall aura, and he's just an average guy.
You need more purpose.
Your 20s are for growth, not spiraling. Sleeping around doesn't fill the void. It just distracts you from it.
Listen, your mom's got your back. She said you have an amazing husband. She said you have an amazing husband. She loves him so much. She wants you to see the rest of your life with him. But if you're not happy, it's fine. I'm just saying what she said. I said, how do you know her? And she goes, that's my baby. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I was like, she married? And she was like, well, kind of, not really, somewhat. You're trying to get a divorce? Oh, he won't sign the papers? Yeah, you gotta get that process server. That's what I did. Serve my ex that Panera Bread. At the drive-thru, you're served. That was the worst tuna sandwich she ever got. Oh, so it's over. He just won't sign the papers. Why won't he sign them? He's trying to trap you. He's already married to you. This ain't no Anthony Edwards. You heard about that guy in the Minnesota Timberwolves? He told the girl, she says, I'm pregnant. He goes, I don't want the baby. She goes, I don't care, I'm having the baby. He goes, all right, the baby ain't gonna have a daddy. He told her, and then they went to court, and they were like, you know, she got $5,000 a month in child support. And then he said, all right, you agreed to it, and he left the courtroom and told the court, I'm just gonna pay all 18 years right now. And this is over with. That's the most gangster I've ever heard. He said, there you go.
That wasn't child support. That was a lesson in staying calm, knowing your value, and playing it smart.
I mean, not even really, bro. I mean, that shit probably is peanuts to his career earnings, bro. So, like, yeah, at the end of the day, it's nothing to him.
I'm on a date right now, and we're going over celebrity crushes. And he just told me one of his celebrity crushes is Jessica Alba. I was like, okay, perfect. Mine is Annalie Chapa, and he didn't know who that was, so I'm pulling out pictures. And I'm like, okay, I get a pass for him. He's like, no, you don't. I'm like, you would get a pass for Jessica? Like, what in the world? He's like, I wouldn't do that. Why in what world would he be in the same room as her and have the opportunity to and not do that? Like, I would be mad. Okay, a celebrity that doesn't have herpes.
I wouldn't do it.
You wouldn't do it?
No, I wasn't raised like that.
Halle Berry is in the room and you're not doing it.
No, if we're married, not a chance.
What if I tell you it's okay?
No, it's not okay.
What's funny to me is that women that have opinions like this will turn around a day from now, a week from now, years from now, and they'll be asking, where are all the good men? Well,
bro, I can't believe that chick was really just saying that shit. That shit was kind of like, my jaw dropped, like, hearing that conversation. I'm like, what the?
ladies,
Whatever.
you kind of turned him off with your opinions because all that discussion revealed is that you are not committed and you are not loyal.
If you'd cheat for a celebrity, you'd cheat for anyone with status. Let's not pretend there's a moral line here.
You said you were going to show me on that, see what the word is.
You gotta take me on a dinner first before I show you that.
Look, man, I don't got to take you nowhere. You know what I'm saying? You don't deserve a month thing, how rude you was being, like I said.
Can you please take me out to get to know me better?
No,
and then...
we don't gotta go nowhere. You might not. You might not make it to dinner. No, what you want to talk about? You want my time. I don't want your time. I don't give a. If you leave now or leave earlier, I don't care. So what you want to talk about? You supposed to be showing me something. You ain't supposed to be doing no talking. Actions.
So you expect me just to be nasty without getting to know me?
Hey man, you was being rude and bold, so I'm gonna be rude and bold.
It's gotta be a skit.
Bro, I honestly just even gave you the time of day because of your car, and clearly you have money, so that's what I want. I don't care about anything else.
That mouth then.
Is that how you get all your girls?
Nah, is this how you get all? Is this how you get all your? Give you money for no reason?
Yeah, they do.
Probably here they do, but I'm not one of them dudes though. So if you used to that, you in the wrong car, I promise you, because you're not getting I mean, I'm not taking you shopping, I'm not taking you out the country, I'm not doing none of that So if that's what you're looking for, get the out.
That's exactly what I'm looking for.
Yeah, so you get the out then. Good day.
The moment she said, I'm just here for your car and money, he showed her the exit, quick and clean.
On this episode of Are Her Nails an Indicator That She's Toxic?
Let's see.
If we don't want to lose young women to alt-right indoctrination in the same way we lost young men, we need to be very careful, cognizant, and critical of trends that can lead to the alt-right pipeline. Trad wife content. While this starts off as romanticizing homemaking, this quickly can slide into a conversation about promoting very rigid gender norms, anti-feminism, and ideologies that contribute to Christian nationalism and white supremacy. Skinny talk and diet culture. All this starts as fitness routines and feeling your best.
Yes, because being skinny, feminine, and healthy is a slippery slope to the alt-right pipeline. By the way, aposematism is a defense strategy where organisms use warning signals like bright colors to indicate that they are toxic, like this poison dart frog. Or in the case of humans, bright colored Wolverine nails and or bright colored dyed.
Or piercings or tattoos.
Hair. That is so tough.
Yeah, he isn't psychic. He's just been burned enough times to know the red flags on sight.
I called like 4 of my exes today.
Oh, okay. Stand up.
I am. You have green eyes. They're really pretty.
Okay.
I called my 3 exes and both of them had
just your eyes. Your eyes.
I got it. Do you believe in magic? Do you believe in magic?
All right, stop.
In a young girl's
Stop.
heart,
Are you going to continue? Are you going to comply with these tests?
And it's magic. Yes. To work tomorrow and the next day.
Okay.
And the next
Hands out of your pockets, arms down to your side.
Got it. Check. Clear. Post 45 clear.
Crazy as fuck.
Stop talking. Stop spitting. Stop leaning on my car. Stand up.
Post 45.
Put your arm down.
I'm freezing on your bug. Do you like care about the human heart? Are you even looking at my eyes? 'Cause you're not.
Finger.
Got
right
it.
here.
Got it. Got it.
Come over here to this white line.
Yes, sir.
All right. Put your left foot on the white line.
Left foot.
Put your right foot
Put my right foot
directly in front of
directly
it.
in front of it.
Stop. Stop. Go back.
I'm sorry. What do you want from me?
I want you to put your left foot on the white line.
Left foot. Right foot.
All right.
Left foot.
Are you done?
Right foot.
Stop.
Left foot.
Stop.
Like, what am I doing wrong?
Get back here.
No.
Stop. You're under arrest.
For what?
Operating vehicle while intoxicated.
I'm not intoxicated.
She really thought batting her lashes was gonna cancel out the DUI? Nah, girl, that's just not how the law works.
No, that was actually pretty disturbing. That was legitimately disturbing. Like, women think they can get away with anything. And she was cute. Oh God, she was, but
revealing stuff going on. So reveal something to us about you that makes you different than the rest of them women in that room.
My smile.
Your smile, that's it? That's the only thing that makes you different?
Pretty much.
Man, do you know how many women smile like me every day? Like thousands. I'm gonna disqualify you, babe.
If that's all you're bringing to the table, then yeah, you're just like the rest.
I don't want to be nobody's side chick because I want to be married. Out on my own. I've been holding it down on my own. It's hard because then it's hard. I try and try. I'm 32 with no kids.
What's hard about it?
But men these days, it's difficult because they want their cake and eat it too.
So if I talk to all your exes and ask them how did they experience you, what do you think they'd say?
They're going to give good stuff out. They're going to say I have a little attitude and my mouth is slick, but that's about it.
That's about it?
Yeah. They going to say good stuff. They going to say I'm independent.
Who gives a shit? No disrespect, man. Who gives a shit to functioning adult? Nobody cares that you've been holding it down. That means you're taking care of yourself. But you say, they're going to say you got an attitude and a slick mouth, and that's it? Why do you think, what makes women like you think that that's acceptable?
I speak my mind. If nothing don't feel right, then...
That's why you're alone. That's why you're alone.
It's hard. I don't want to be alone.
No, it's not hard. It's not hard. Acting right shouldn't be this hard. What do you do for a living?
I'm a bus operator. I work for the city, drive buses.
You just do what the fuck you want to in the bus? You just speed? You do whatever you want to do? Don't obey the traffic laws?
I do.
Okay, so you can act like right when the white man's money's on the line. See how that works, gentlemen? See how that works when her holding it down is jeopardized? That white paycheck is on the line, then all of a sudden these sassy, slick-mouthed women, they can show act right.
An attitude and a slick mouth aren't just cons, they're pretty clear deal breakers. That's the reason you're alone right now.
I didn't know I could do this kind of stuff.
Are you jealous?
No, he's my boy.
Aw.
Yeah. Thanks for that. Guys before.
What did I do?
Nothing.
My man didn't like her trying to create a rift between him and his homie, and he made no attempt to hide his displeasure. Brutal.
All right, who do we have here? My name is Elijah. I'm West African.
And the reason why I popped my balloon, and this is...
All right, I'm back. Technical difficulties. Shit, man.
Clean. It's killing me week in, week out.
I can speak on past experience. The load bears heavy. The load starts to bear heavy, bro.
The realization is slow, painful, and hilarious. Welcome to the He Was Never Yours Club.
Good question.
Notice how modern feminism gets real quiet when hard labor shows up. Equality doesn't hit the same in the mine shaft.
Give me some of the examples of her attitude.
Her attitude, okay, like, we'll wake up in the morning, Your Honor. I tell her, good morning. Huh? What's good about that morning? I'm like, Your Honor, we just woke up. What do you mean? I'm happy I'm alive. We in the store, Your Honor. She like, do you want the green beans or do you want the corn? The corn. Huh? Why do you want the corn? And storm off down the aisle. And we go to the same store, get the same food every week, and get mad. And she know what I like. She know
like
to pick
to
the
eat
corn
junk
over the
all
green
day.
beans.
That's what he want me to pick out, junk.
Okay.
He don't like eating healthy.
He doesn't like to eat healthy. Okay. When you ask him to eat healthy, how is your attitude?
So I say, would you like some? Mrs. Brown.
Modern women will drain your vibe with their attitude and then blame you for being distant. It'll never make sense.
99% of the women who are out there are not divorcing because he's smacking her around every weekend. That's not how it works. They're mad about the money. They don't like the way he doesn't listen to her. She doesn't think he does enough with the kids. Everything's on her, the mental load, blah, 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 blah. Number one, women are wimpy these days. We are wimps. What our grandmothers and great-grandmothers had to go through. And the commitment is the prerequisite to reaching a fully joyful, the best part of my life marriage. We make vows for a reason. They're for when things are hard.
It's easy to be loyal when it's all good. The full.
My husband is currently packing his bags and also packing our kids' stuff because he is going to leave to another state, all because I cheated on him with a mutual friend. My husband and I have been together for a while.
Whoa. All because you cheated on... What the fuck?
Make vows for a reason. They're for when things are hard.
It's easy to be loyal when it's all good. The full.
My husband is currently packing his bags and also packing our kids' stuff because he is going to leave to another state, all because I cheated on him with a mutual friend. My husband and I have been together for a while. No, I don't think there was any issues in the relationship or marriage whatsoever. I actually thought our life was pretty perfect, but then I decided to talk to one of our mutual friends, and one thing led to another. I think I was just really tired of the fact that my husband was constantly working to make sure that we had a roof over our heads and to make sure that everything was paid, and so I just felt very lonely, so I decided that I was just going to message his friend, you know, just like we are friends, nothing else, that was it. And then all of a sudden it just led to something else. I mean, at least I had the to actually tell my husband what was going on, because I could have kept it from him. You know, I could have just moved on without telling him. After I told him, I was very surprised about his reaction, because he was not freaking out or panicking. He just said okay, and then he said he was going to pack his shit and go, but he was also going to take the kids. He was very demure, if I can say that word. I just thought he was going to accept the fact that I was cheating on him, and then we could just move on and, you know, continue with our perfect lives. But no, he instead chose that he wants to actually leave with our kids, and now I'm panicking.
She really said he could accept the fact that I was cheating and we could move on. He did. He accepted your further streets and moved on like a champ without you. You guys have made it to the end of the video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more videos just...
Unfucking believable. Unbelievable. Let's see. I had a woman bring her friend on a date. They racked up $300 in drinks and food and basically ignored me the whole night. So first of all, Steel Eye 50, you gotta be one of the biggest dumbasses for even doing that. That's a no-go, bro. She does not like you if she decides to bring her friend on a date that's supposed to be. Let's focus up. that's supposed to be just between me, you, and that girl. So she ended up racking $300, right? She ended up racking $300 in drinks and food, and basically he got ignored the whole night. I paid for my meal only. I've always paid the full bill before and left him there. She called me the next day and told me I failed her test. I said, that's cool. That was 30 years ago. I saw her on social media recently. She is still single and has been the whole time. She's 60 now. Even though she was super hot, she failed her own test. Yeah. Hey, sometimes you know, you play stupid games and you just win the ultimate stupid prize. You know? So, yeah. Happens to a lot of people. They can't help it. The woman with the 7 kids who was taken off of child support has made numerous videos, each with different stories about herself and her living situations. That last girl, it really was mental. She's not panicking or angry because the dude leaving. She's mad, angry, and panicking because the dude didn't do anything to keep their perfect lives. You know, he didn't beg, didn't cry, hell, didn't even flinch at the delivery. Dude's the true Chad. Yeah, I mean, honestly, guys, I'm just going to leave it at this. Like, your greatest superpower as a guy is just really your ability to walk away. Plain and simple.